Hey guys, and welcome to another video. It's been quite a while now that I wanted to make a video to discuss some of the things that people with chronic back pain go through. And the goal of the video is just to let you know that you're not alone and that what you are experiencing is completely normal. And I know that going through chronic pain can really feel heavy on both the mind and the soul, and it definitely has many consequences on our lives that it's kind of hard for us to express them to other people who may not really exactly know what you're going through. So I wanted to go through some of the things that we go through as we are in our healing journey, because I do believe it's a healing journey. I am a huge believer that it's totally possible for you to get back to your normal life. It doesn't matter if you have been experiencing pain for a few weeks or even years. I've had pain for 7 years, dealing with piriformis syndrome, herniated disc, ankylosing spondylitis, pelvic inflammation. So I kind of have an idea about what you may be going through, and I can relate completely to what you are going through right now. So the first thing that I have experienced, and I know that so many of you also experience, is the financial stress that comes with dealing with chronic pain. Most of the time we have to go through so many tests and also try out so many treatments and medication as well. And even though you may have insurance, but a lot of time we do have to pay a percentage of that fee, and many of us don't even have insurance. I personally didn't even have insurance the first years, so I was paying out of pocket for all of these treatments, and they all were very, very expensive. I'm talking thousands of dollars that I have spent in physiotherapy, athletic therapy, scans, acupuncture, chiropractic treatments. So there is a lot of financial stress that comes with dealing with pain. And the other thing is that many people are not even able to work as they used to. So because you're not able to sit for too long, you may only be able to do your job part-time, or many people that I know actually have quit their jobs because they cannot do it anymore. So that could really affect us, because we do want to be producing, we do want to be working and creating things in life. So I have been there, and I know exactly how stressful that could be, in addition to the pain that we're already experiencing. The second thing that I found very stressful as well, and I'm sure that so many of you can relate, is just the feeling of hopelessness, because we try so many treatments for years, and the pain hits back again. You get another flare-up and you feel completely hopeless because you've tried everything under the sun and nothing is working. So you lose hope of finding out what may work next. I remember having few days where I completely gave up. I wasn't even trying to find another physician, or it was just a complete giving up feeling that I had. That can quickly cause you to feel depressed and also develop anxiety and lose all motivation to do things. You don't want to even do anything or go out with your family members or try different things, because you just feel hopeless, like nothing is ever gonna work. You don't want to do anything. It's a very dangerous place to be in. And the last point that I also think is so important, and it does affect us, is not finding the right support circle. And I'm sure that your family and friends are supporting you, but it just can be hard for them to really help you, because they really cannot feel the pain that you are feeling. It's also hard for us to express what you're going through, because only you can feel what you're feeling. And it can be also hard on our family members, because they get confused and they're not sure how to support us. It's really important to kind of express that to family members, because I used to get really moody and also angry at people who didn't support me the right way that I wanted them to, but at the same time I never expressed to them how I wanted their support. So I kind of just wanted them to understand somehow what I was going through. So right now I do want to share with you some of the tips that has helped me deal with these things. So the first thing that I found really helpful was journaling. I don't know what your opinion is about journaling, but for me, journaling was a way to express my emotions, express my anger, just a way for me to kind of get messy and just write it on paper, because so many days there were a lot of things going on and I didn't really quite know how to get it out or tell people about it. So I think writing things down definitely helps kind of relieve that stress or that anxiety, and and it's just a healthier way to go about the anger and about anxiety in general. I usually do journaling after my mindfulness meditation practice just because it allows me to relax and get in my body more than in my head, and then I can express more of how I feel in my body as well. And that also allows me to monitor how I feel every day. So if I'm experiencing less pain, then I notice that and I feel grateful about that, which kind of puts me in a better mental state. The second thing is to always focus on the very next thing you can do to feel better. Like I try not to think about the whole picture, but I just want to know what is the next thing that I can do right now to make me feel better. So it doesn't matter if it's a warm bath, if it's reading a book, if it's just like taking a nap or talking to somebody. What is that one thing that you know will lift up your spirit and make you feel hopeful? Just that one little step that you can take forward. The next thing is to always look for success stories, and that was kind of the only thing actually that kept me hopeful every time. So whenever I felt like, oh my god, I am doomed, I'm gonna have this pain all my life, I went online and I would search for people who had the same thing that I had and healed. So you can just Google thing, like you can put the keyword for example piriformis syndrome, and then you could write healing stories, and then you'll have all these examples of people who have had the pain for years but they have managed to get their lives back, and they will also share with you suggestions that you can also follow to kind of get their results. So I believe that everybody's unique. You're gonna have your own healing success story, but it's very important to read those success stories because they also give you ideas about new treatments that you may have never tried before or even thought about. And another thing is to join support groups that are more focused on empowering you and helping you heal, because I know that there are so many groups and forums out there for chronic pain, but I actually had to leave many of them because I noticed that they were very focused on just being stuck in the victim mentality and complaining about the pain. I think that we have to always have hope. We have to always believe that we can get better. You know, that's the only way to get better. You have to believe in that, because that's how you're going to be attracting all these things to you that will help you, support you get from where you at to where you want to be. And that is why I created my Facebook group, because I really was craving like a support system that had people who are on solution mode versus just problem mode. So we have to get on the solution mode, and if you are interested in joining, I will leave the link below. It's a very small private group of people. I make sure that all the members of the group are there to get support and to help each other out, because I want it to be a supportive, empowering space for everyone in it. So if you are craving support and if you really want to connect with people who are going through the same journey as you, I definitely encourage you to check out the Facebook group. I am personally there every day to connect with members and answer all the questions. But that is it for this video. The point of this video again is just to help you feel supported, not feel alone. Please know that there are so many people like you, and it doesn't matter where you are at in your journey with chronic back pain or any chronic pain that you are experiencing. There are people who have gone through what you've gone through and they have actually gotten better. So definitely check out success stories. Again, check out the group, and I will leave a link below for my blog as well, because I share my experience with how I healed from back pain, and also how I maintain a pain-free state, because I think it's always a work on progress. But thank you so much for watching this whole video, and if you really enjoyed it, hit the like button and comment below. I would love to hear from you, hear about your story, and also support you in your healing journey.